Hey you! Do you sometimes want to express yourself in a very colorful way, but you find yourself that you gotta stay polite? Well, we got you covered. Welcome to the magical word, Holy Carp! With this shirt, you can express your geeky and green self. Available in shirts, mugs, hoodies, yes, a sticker, and for the first time ever, a huge beach towel. Limited edition digital signature until August 24th. After that, the design will be available, but without a digital signature.
Cause when you're a grain, you come in like a hurricane.
So, are you ready for disappointment? Cause I definitely am. Dear Crayola, when we were little, we really were friends. We got along oh so well. But now, as I'm learning, you don't seem to care about your people. For those of you who don't know, I've reviewed so many Crayola products, and quite often a lot of their products have been disappointing. And now that Crayola has their own crafting and art subscription box, the salt is gonna come out and play, baby. And so today, I'm not going to be just reviewing one of the subscription box, but two of them, because I'm a very fair grain. I like to make sure that companies not just release their first box, but that the second box, maybe they learn from it and improve on the products on the inside. You see, I'm a good person. Sometimes. For those of you new here, we love our victims. Reviews. So if you haven't clicked that subscribe and bell button, don't make me wave a pointy sharp thing at you. Just do it. As we can see on their website, this subscription box for 1 month is $38 US. And since I'm Canadian, the conversion brings it to about $50 Canadian. Yes, $50 for Crayola supplies. When you look at the website again, because we have to remember all of these things before we unbox them, because I saw my friends Chloe Rose Art and So Craftastic open the first box. And I can tell you, there's no other craft kit that made me as angry as seeing them unbox this crap. So on their site it says, unbox your Crayola products, premium craft supplies, and bonus gifts. In what world has Crayola ever been a premium craft supply? It's always been the craft supply of people. Accessible, not necessarily premium. And in the box it says it contains premium materials and easy to follow instructions. Again, they keep going with the idea of premium. Remember, for $50 Canadian, I sure hope as heck they are premium. And of course, the words that I'm very allergic to, it says it includes
everything you need.
When companies say that, you know it's full of horse poo. So let's start by unboxing the May box, this one here, and then we're going to go ahead and open the June box. I have to admit the June box is way lighter, like way lighter than the first one. So I'm really curious to see what's inside because nobody in their right mind would subscribe again after the first month's disappointment.
It was just I keep forgetting to cancel the boxes, even the ones I didn't like.
You'll see what I mean. Just wait, okay? Just be patient, my little grain. Just be patient. All right, let's see what we get inside. Upon first impression, you can tell that they've spent time putting this together because it looks cute. It looks really cute. We get an instructional guide booklet, 5 packs of Model Magic Air Dry Clay. Not sure why 2 of them are black. Struggle is real. 4 pots of washable paint, and let's just take a quick look at the colors. We have white, silver, red, and blue. They could have, in all essence, added a yellow one. Because if you give us the primary colors, we can make oh so many other colors. But the fact that they omitted it, I think is a strategic, I'm getting angry. I think they strategically removed the yellow to make sure that you need more of their products. Next we have a clock making set and a pretty wonky brush, which is at best not going to give you any kind of detail. Look at that. And it's pretty weak. Strawberry milkshake veggie juice, which, you know, I can appreciate snacks in subscription box, to be honest. And it's organic. So I guess this is what they mean when they mean premium. Information about it, because it was probably a sponsor. And then some extras, which is a marbled notepad and a sample of one of their new products. And that is it for $50, which is $38 US. That's what we're getting. So if we look at the cost of the basic materials, 10 of these little paint pots are $6.97 on Amazon, which means for 4 of them, it's $2.79. The Model Magic paint, the clay, that one is $60 for 75 pieces, which means each one comes to 80 cents each. We have to remember that this is Crayola providing these materials, which means that they have it at cost price. They are the manufacturer. So for 5 of the clay, it is $4, which so far brings our total to $6.79 Canadian. Which means for me, this clock thing over here, according to their calculation, that this box has a value of over $50 US. This clock thing, and I'm so angry I can't talk anymore. And this little snack juice thing is worth $43.21. Can someone please tell me that this piece of wood with this mechanism is not worth $40? And I'm not even going to count the baggie of extra. These are supposed to be extras, which means they shouldn't be included in the value of the box. It's getting me so angry.
So you must really be mad.
Let's look at this again. The value of our paint and clay, which is the bulk of the items in here, are worth $6.79. Where is the rest of my $43.21? If this box is not a scam, I really don't know what is. They are the manufacturers who have their own subscription box, which means in theory they should be able to put way more value than any other box that would technically curate this. And yet they chose to go this route. Nothing upsets me more than companies who take hardworking money from hardworking people. Is money hardworking? I'm not sure. Let's pretend it is. So for the first month of the Crayola subscription box, it is nothing less than pure scammage. Absolute
Scammage.
But you know what? Let's go ahead and make a couple of those projects just to see what the end result is. And then we're going to look at the second box to see whether or not Crayola is still scamming people and whether you should just completely stop making the subscription box until you have your values down. I am getting so angry right now. So angry. I don't think I've ever been this angry in a video. Maybe one of them, but I won't say which. Actually, maybe 2 of them, but I won't say which. And so for my $43 missing, here are some things that they said
Includes everything you need.
that they could have provided us, but didn't. Wax paper, they could have provided that. Craft sticks or stirring sticks, they could have provided that. Disposable cups, they also could have provided that. There's 43, there's so angry right now. This is like not SaltEcrafter intensifies. This is wrong on so many levels, Crayola. So wrong. So for the marbled clock, I went ahead and followed the instructions by pouring half of the paint pots into cups. I also added the 1 part water to the 2 parts paint. And now, pretty much like any kind of pouring, I had to put it all inside 1 cup and then put it upside down onto the actual clock thing. That's quite the patriotic vibe. Or for those of you, very almighty. And just before we continue, I wanted to let you brains know that there's no actual education on what pouring is about. They don't talk about dirty pour versus clean pour. And even though they give us inspiration pieces, we don't get yellow. So how do you want us to make different colors if you're limiting by not giving us all 3 primary colors?
The next day.
So here we are 24 hours later. Do I look different?
Yes.
Am I wearing a different shirt?
Yes.
Am I the same person? Sometimes I like to think I change on a day-to-day basis to become the better, saltier version of myself. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the salt rising. And yes, I do have to agree that it does look cute, but did we really need to spend $40 to make a clock like this with paints that don't cost much? Technically, we can make all of this with materials under $5. Another thing they could have added is glaze. If we had glaze on this, it would actually look way cooler than just a matte kind of board. So, is it a nice project?
Yep.
Is it worth $40?
Heck no.
The next project is, oh no. So this definitely is most likely already hardened. Not only are we getting non-premium things, but we got already hardened material. So this here already goes
In the trash.
In all seriousness though, this was supposed to have been non-cured. Let's see the difference in texture. They're all kind of hardened. What's going on? So they're not exactly the most optimal. This is okay. This one, no. At least this one here kind of holds itself. This one, nay. It just wants to reopen and take its, just take its shape. Breathe in. Breathe out. Did that just move on its own? I think the Crayola ghost is here. So the idea of this project is we should be able to make a marbled kind of dish. Not to be confused, you may not eat on this dish. It's only used for findings and jewelries and whatnots. When it comes to the Crayola Model Magic clay, I did make a review. I am not a fan of their air dry clay simply because it limits your creativity. There are so many way better quality air dry clay, but you know what? This is what we got. So I followed the instructions by pretty much putting the lines of clay together and smushing them and trying to make them look like a marble. But believe me, there are way better ways to make marble with clay, and this one is definitely the worst technique. So here's my marble dish. Similar to the pouring clock project, we have to wait about 24 hours. And I have to tell you, it's already starting to droop. It's not holding its shape, so I'm really curious to see what it's going to look like. For you grains, it's gonna be pretty quick, but for me, I gotta wait a whole day. And let's just mention, they do not give us any kind of Ziploc or storage in order to put the remainder of the clay. Again, everything you need for $50. Where's the rest of my $43?
Tomorrow.
24 hours later again. Here's our little bowl. Is it special?
No.
Does it have a worth close to $40?
No.
Would I use it? Honestly, no. I'm probably going to get rid of it because this clay is still, I already reviewed this kind of clay, so you can definitely watch that video. But I'm so upset. I genuinely am, because for $40 US, $50 Canadian, I really don't feel like these projects are worthy of my time. Next one. With this first box down, is it worth it?
Heck no.
With $43 of my own value missing in this box, I am extremely upset. And for sure, other people made the review that this box is terrible. And so now the question is, did they learn in the box of the month right after? That's what we're here, you and I, to figure out. Another thing that is absolutely, completely foreign to me is how in 2019, maybe you're watching this video later, but how is it that an instructional book does not have QR codes to tutorials that they would make? It seems logical to add QR codes in today's craft kits because people can see exactly how you intend on making things. Make things easier. But then again, still pretty salty about my $43 missing. All right, let's see what we get inside. And I'm very interested, very, very, very interested, because no one has done a review of the second month's box.
It was just I keep forgetting to cancel the boxes.
All right, let's see my $50, my whole $100 worth of craft supplies. And I have no idea what's in there. So it seems like this month's craft is based on string art, yarn, string, a loop, a galaxy sticker, corkboard, template of cactus, love, wolf, a salt load of pins, watercolors. And that's it for $50. That's what I got. And that's not counting the extras because those are extra on top of the value. Inside the extras, we get 5 lollipops, a tassel, and advertisement for their products. And here's what I got pretty much in the $40 US, $50 Canadian Crayola Craft Subscription Box. Dollar store. Dollar store. I've seen this at the dollar store. I've seen this also at the dollar store. That was pretty cool. And dollar store. And we also got background papers, which again, you can easily find at the dollar store. So we have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 worth of items. And then the corkboard, which don't tell me, this is worth $44 Canadian. They clearly said.
So the CIY box has 2 crafting projects inside of it. Apparently it's a $50 value.
So since Chloe Rose did that video, it feels like someone from there obviously saw it because they've removed it from their website. They don't want you to think that it's $50 worth that you're paying $40 for US, in which actually the items on the inside cumulatively would not be worth more than $10 maximum. And so this box, this second box, feels like they've tried even less than the first one. Because even the first kit, when I went to the US, I saw that they created special kits, special craft kits to make the projects from the inside. One of them at $20 and the other one at $15. So how is it that I can buy 2 craft kits for under the price of the subscription box and still make the same amount of projects? My advice, don't buy the subscription box from Crayola. It is absolute utter crap. But since I like to give things a fair thing and I feel like I should do at least one of the projects, probably the one that takes the least amount of time, because I don't want to waste more time on this, I'm going to go ahead and make the dream catcher. And of course I want to make it justice, so I'm going to use their watercolor to dye the string. I can't talk anymore. The salt is everywhere. I am legitimately so warm right now because I am so salty. So salty. And once again, the instructions were absolutely vague and terrible, and they didn't give enough pictures to go with what they're trying to say. As someone who's never made a dream catcher, I wasn't quite sure where to stop and where to start my knots, and whether or not I should have continued making the swirly things as I'm still wrapping. What I'm trying to say is the instructions really suck. How long is this thing supposed to be? Am I supposed to wrap it while it's still attached? Do I remove a part of it? How much do I remove? This is just, the instructions don't help me at all. Oh, hey, look, it's the exact same cruddy brush as the previous months. So that just tells you what kind of brush they're putting in there as a premium product. Premium. So we're supposed to be taking the paint out of there, but I'm having a hard time taking it out. Alright, so although it said in 1.5 cups of water, I did it in only 1 cup of water, just kind of down here, because I want the color to be a lot more concentrated. So let's dip it. And here it is. Now, according to the instructions, we have to wait overnight to let it dry.
24 hours later.
Last but not least, we have the dream catcher that we changed the color of, so kind of like this. It's rare for me to be speechless in good ways. But then there's these rare times where I'm speechless because I feel like I'm just repeating myself that this is an absolute crap kit. Even though the first month seemed bad, the second month is even worse. I would be curious to see who would ever sign up for something like this for more than just 1 month after feeling completely scammed. Do I like the idea of tanning cloth with watercolor? Yeah, that's pretty cool. But then again, it's not water resistant. So all your efforts are gone the second water goes on it. So overall, personally, for materials that cost me $100 Canadian, we're talking $100 Canadian, the projects that we get making from this are extremely disappointing. And that was my chicken. So I would never encourage anyone or suggest anyone to subscribe to the Crayola CIY box because it just, the CIY just is like, crap it. This is crap it. That's all. Crap it yourself.
What?
That totally came out wrong. But I'm sticking to it because I'm a salt chicken great. If I were to rank this in terms of how much I would give it on 10, I would personally give it a 0 on 10 dorks. Because their website clearly says premium products. And in no way are we getting anything premium, nor are we getting anything new or interesting. The first month they gave us samples of their new product. The second month, well, they gave us pamphlets about them. So that just tells me that whoever's responsible for this is completely negligent of their clientele and taking their money for granted. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I am really curious to know if I'm the only one who is so full of salt right now, or if you grains feel the same way. This week's shoutouts go to Fat Sad Cat, Alice Carol XX, Isabel's Adventures, Kelsey Worrell, That One Soft Boy, and Mickey Doodles. Remember, if you want a shout out in my videos, don't forget to hashtag Nerdification Squad in the comment section below within the first 5 hours of your video's release, or hashtag NerdECrafter on Instagram or Twitter anytime with any of your creations. By the way, I wanted you grains to know that the winners of the stamped t-shirts were already contacted, so make sure that you do check your inbox as well as your junk mail section. If you want to watch another salty video because for some reason you feel the salt is necessary and you need more of it, make sure you check it up here. And if you want to watch a video that is a little more lighthearted, make sure you check it out down here. Until then, I will see you grains in the next video.